Alright, so in this question, we're going to factor this equation over here, which is a pretty difficult one. Now, what you notice is there's 5 terms in this equation. So when you have 5 terms in equation, you have to group them in 3's and 2's. So I know that these 2 terms here have y's, and then if I group these 3 together, I can have a trinomial. So I'm going to move this to this side. So I have 6xy minus 10y. I'm going to move this to make it a trinomial, so I'll write the negative 9x squared first, plus 30x, and then minus 25. So now I have them grouped up. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to factor a bit. So from these 2 terms right here, I'm going to factor out 2y. So I'm left with 3x minus 5. And from these 3 terms, I'm just going to factor out a negative because I have a minus over here. So negative 9x squared minus 30x plus 25. Now what you notice here is this can be factored as a perfect square. So I'm going to perfect square that. And it turns into 3x, square root of that, sign is negative, and then minus 5 squared. And if you do 3x times 5 times 2, you will get the middle term of 30x. So we know that that perfect square is correct. Now we can common factor out this bracket here, but maybe it's a bit hard for some of you to do that. So let's do a substitution. Let a equal to 3x minus 5. So I have 2ya minus a square. I've just replaced the 3x minus 5's with my a. It's going to make this factoring a lot easier now. So you can tell I can common factor out an a over here. Now I'm left with 2y minus a. Now I'll just resub in back my a as 3x minus 5. So replace that a with 3x minus 5. Replace this a with 3x minus 5. And finally, I'll get rid of my internal bracket. So now I've just distributed this negative into the bracket. So negative 3x plus 5. And now the question is fully factored.